It's Joe from American Trucks, and in this video we're going over the LED halo projector headlights in a smoked finish, fitting all 09 to 18 Ram 1500s without factory projector headlights. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for a modern blackout LED projector headlight that's going to come in at a budget-friendly price tag. So what do we have going on with these headlights? First things first, let's talk a little bit about build quality. Now, as you can see, these are going to feature a blackout look. These are actually called smoked in the title. But what we really have going on here is a black housing underneath a clear polycarbonate lens. Now that's really going to give you the best of both worlds here. You get that awesome modern blackout look, but at the same time, you have a clear lens that's not going to cut into your light output at all, allowing you to throw as much light as possible on the road in front of you, exactly what you want out of a headlight. As far as what's creating our light, you can see up top here, this is going to be our low beam. This is going to have that projector housing. What that's going to do is really focus that light beam exactly where you want it, again, on the road ahead. For our high beam, we have that standard reflector housing, which is really going to scatter the light in all directions, exactly like a high beam should. And you're going to get H1 bulbs for both the low beam and high beam included in the kit, which I think is a nice addition. These headlights are also going to pack some modern LED touches. You can see right here on the side we have basically like an LED eyebrow. That's going to be your running light. Those three LEDs right there. And then of course we have halo rings around both our low beam and high beam. I think those are both two really cool modern touches, and I think they really refresh the front end of this Ram. There are a few things that are similar between this and the factory headlight, and we're going to get the two side by side in just a second here and really point out the differences, but two things are staying the same. Number one, our turn signal bulb out here on the side, that is going to transfer over from our factory headlight, so you're going to have one of those on hand. And secondly, we do keep the reflector on the side. That's a nice little bit of safety. However, it has been redesigned to fit a little bit better with this style of headlight. Next up, let's talk a little bit about pricing. For the pair here, we're looking at right around $300, which makes these definitely more toward the budget-friendly side. If you're looking for an easy way to really refresh the front end of your truck, these are going to be a great option to pick up without breaking the bank. Moving right along to the good stuff here, let me show you how to get these installed on your Ram. Not going to be too bad of a job. Before I show you how to do it, one thing I need to make a quick note about. These are only intended to go on trucks that rolled out of the factory with the base model halogen headlights, but they're specifically designed to take that and turn it into a projector. So just be careful about that before you pull the trigger on these. Now with that said, the install is going to be relatively easy because of that. I'm going to give it a harder 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should take you no longer than an hour if you come with the right tools. The reason I give it a harder 1 out of 3 is because there is a tiny little bit of wiring involved with the halos and that eyebrow accent light. However, the kit does include some vampire clips, which is going to make things really, really easy. Really not going to be breaking out anything too crazy here to get these hooked up. So without any further ado, let me show you what tools you'll need and how it's done. Tools I use for this install will include a ratchet, 10mm socket, U-joint, a trim panel removal tool. Now, there is a little bit of wiring involved, and if you're looking for a permanent solution, the vampire clips that come in the kit, they're gonna go just fine. However, in our case, we're gonna use some spade connectors just to make this a quick disconnect. We also use some wire crimpers to get that tightened down. So the first tool we're gonna need is the good old trim panel removal tool. There's a plastic cover over our radiator here. That's gotta go. It's held in with 6 push pins. Now we can pull this out of here, and that's going to reveal the 4 10mm bolts that hold in the grill. We can remove all those and then pull the grill off. After you pull the grill off, you'll see there's 2 more 10s that hold in the actual headlight housing. We're gonna get those out of the way. This one at the bottom here is a little bit tough to get to, so I'm gonna use the U-joint. You could just as easily get to this with a 10mm wrench. and hit this one at the top as well. Grab the headlight housing, you're gonna pull this straight out. There's a little alignment dowel at the back. You can see that right there. Now we can disconnect our electronics. Before we go and drop in our new headlight to our Ram, we do have a little bit of prep work to do here. First thing we're gonna work with is we're gonna transfer over our marker light from the old headlight. Over here on our headlight, you can see there's a little bit of a dust boot. It's got remove on it, so we're gonna go ahead and remove that, and that's gonna drop right into that hole. Now to lock that bulb in place, you just want to give it a good solid clockwise twist, and that will click right in. After that, we do have to work on the wiring for our accent lights. Now on the back of this thing, you're going to get basically 4 open wires. 2 of them are ground, 2 of them are going to be positive. What we're gonna do in our scenario here is we're just gonna put them all into one spade connector, one for the positive and another spade connector for the ground. We already have the female end set up on our truck. It's a little bit less of a permanent solution. However, if you are looking to go with a more permanent solution, which if you are putting this on your truck, you probably are, these vampire clips do come in the kit, which makes it really, really easy. You don't have to open up any wiring. You basically just pick one and clip it into place and you are all set. Again, in our case, we're gonna go with the spade connectors. So now our headlight is ready to go. We're gonna take this bad boy back to the truck. We're gonna plug in our marker light, our headlight, which both of them are on this wire right here. Then we're gonna plug in our spade connectors and we're gonna button this back up. So we're gonna plug in our marker light first, push back that little red tab back there to lock that in place. Then we can go toward our headlight, but first we're gonna plug in our accents. And here you can see those female spade connectors. We already have those set up. And really, when you go with the vampire clips that come in the kit, you can wire that any way you want. This is how we have ours set. And last but not least, we're gonna plug in our headlight. All we're gonna do now is get that factory aligned, and you just wanna push that little alignment dowel at the back into place. That's gonna click in, and then we can run in our 2 10mm bolts. So now that we have one side completely wrapped up, and we still have factory on the other side, I figured now would be the perfect time to stop down, put these two next to each other, and draw some similarities and differences between both of these headlights. Let's start with the factory stuff. You guys all know what this looks like. We have a clear lens with that chrome reflector housing underneath. It's looking a little dated, especially next to our new headlight. Over here, we have the clear lens, black housing underneath, and like I said earlier, that's gonna give you the best of both worlds, the smoked look without a smoked lens, cutting in the light output. Speaking about light output, that's gonna be a little bit different as well. Like I said earlier, over here we have the reflector housing with the halogen bulbs in there. Again, looking a little bit dated. Over here with our new headlight, we have a projector housing for the low beam. And again, that's really gonna tighten that beam spread and get the light exactly where you want it on the road ahead. However, when you switch to high beam, that is gonna keep that standard reflector housing, albeit this headlight does come with a brand new bulb in there. We get some brand new modern touches with this new headlight as well. We get those 3 marker lights up here, nice touch. We also get halos around the projector and the high beam reflector, which really adds a modern refresh to the front end of any Ram. There are a few similarities between these two headlights. As you guys just saw, that turn signal marker light bulb, that is going to transfer right over. So that is going to be the exact same. We also still have a reflector out here on the outside, albeit it is redesigned to fit better with this design right here on our new headlight. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pop this grill back off. We're going to get the other side wrapped up in the same exact way. So again, this is going to be the same process. We're going to get these 2 10s out of here and remove the housing. Then disconnect our bulbs. And while we're here, you can actually leave that fog light bulb disconnected. I'm going to take it out, drop it right there. Now before we bring our new headlight back, again, we got to do some prep work for our wiring. I'm going to twist the 2 white wires together. Go ahead and slip on our male spade connector. Give that a nice crimp, make sure everything's good. And we'll do the same thing for the ground as well. Again, if you do want to use the vampire clips that come with this, they give you plenty of them in the kit. You absolutely could. That would definitely be a more permanent solution, but being we're making a video, we gotta take this back apart in just a second here. This is gonna be our best option. But the vampire clips, they're gonna work the same way. And then we'll do a spade connector. Crimp that down. That is good to go. What I'm gonna do next is remove that dust boot for a turn signal. And then we can bring this back to the truck. And we're just gonna grab that turn signal, put that in, give it a clockwise twist to lock it in place, and go ahead and grab the harness and push that red tab down after it clicks in to lock that in as well. Go ahead and grab our spades. And last but not least, hit the harness. Once we have everything plugged in, we can click in our headlight and then run the hardware back down. After a quick headlight test, we can go ahead and pop our grill back into place. And then we can secure with the 410s across the top. Last but not least, we could go ahead and pop on our plastic radiator cover and secure that with the 6 push pins. That's going to do it for my review and install of the LED Halo projector headlights in a smoked finish, fitting all 09 to 18 Ram 1500s without factory projector headlights. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep it right here at American Trucks for all things Ram.